Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So glad you're here. Today I'm going to be making a birdcage succulent arrangement for my mother for Mother's Day. So I will show you how I go through the process. A question I got from a few of my subscribers regarding my listing on Etsy, which is the birdcage moss succulent arrangement, was can succulents survive alone in moss? And the answer is yes. However, they would need to be watered more often. So you can always add soil to the mix. So today I'm going to be doing that, so you can see that it's okay to add moss then soil in the middle, so that your succulents don't need to be watered as often. So let's go ahead and get started. I didn't add this to my listing because it would increase the weight, which would increase the shipping. So that's why I didn't add soil to my succulent arrangement, but you could always add your own soil to the succulent birdcage. So the plants I'm going to be using today are this beautiful Lola, this Lolita, and this Olivia. So the name has been a little confusing. I think it could be Echeveria or Sedivaria, but it is an Olivia for sure. Then this Agavoides, Echeveria agavoides. I'm also going to add some cuttings from my garden to fill in this arrangement. Alrighty, so first we'll go ahead and add the moss at the bottom, just however much you see fit. I just wanted to cover the bottom and then go up on the side of the cage. So I'm just adding a good amount here. Today is Friday, so it is pretty much Mother's Day weekend. I hope all the mothers out there have a wonderful Mother's Day. It is going to be a little bit different than usual Mother's Day, but I wish you all a very happy Mother's Day. So I'm just pushing the moss around, kind of filling in the bottom layer of the birdcage. I'm kind of moving more to the edges so that the soil could kind of have a place to be. So that's what I'm doing here, just pushing it along the edges so that the middle can be open for the soil. You can always add more soil if you want to go a little bit higher in the cage as well, and moss as well. So now I'm just getting the soil. Just kind of moving the soil around. And if you don't have like a solid bottom, you can always add this tape stuff, or just be creative in what you could add to the bottom to hold your moss and soil in the cage. I've used that tape with holes in it and another birdcage arrangement that I did a while back. You just want a nice foundation for your succulents to be in. And then after I added the soil, I added a little bit more moss to the sides to kind of cover the edges of the soil. And because eventually I want to put the soil all, the moss all kind of over the soil too, like as a top dressing as well, because I don't want to see the soil in my birdcage. Just kind of taking it, pushing it in, maybe just like a little push down. Alright, so let's go ahead and pot up the Lola first. Just get my shovel, my little shovel. And I'll use this to make a little hole to place the roots of the Lola in. I want it to kind of face outward, so I put it just like that. Same thing, I'm gonna go here, make a little hole, and place her in there. I want it to kind of be facing out, just like that. Then we'll go ahead and place this Agavoides next. Same thing by using my little shovel and making a little hole for the roots to go in. It's pretty easy, just like you would do for moss. Just make a little hole, place it in there. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add more soil so that the back succulents that I add, the cuttings and the last rooted plant, will be a little higher than these front ones. Just kind of adding the soil and pushing it behind the Olivia and the Lola and the Agavoides to just make sure it's nice and in there. I'm just going around and fixing the moss. I'm gonna put the Lolita probably kind of want her up here. See how she looks there. Oh yeah, I like that. Kind of just right behind the Lola. I'm gonna push some soil there. Just like that. A little more soil. I still need to pot up these babies. You can see them over. Kind of popped them in here, but I need to actually give them a cute pot. Those are my Anna Campseros Sunrise, I believe is the name. All right. So I have that going. Give Lola a little bit of room. Give her a push down. Guys, I actually added some tweezers to my shop as well, so go check it out. They'll come with some cuttings. One of my subscribers mentioned, oh, I need some tweezers, so I added some, and they come with cuttings, so that'll be pretty cool. Okay, all right, now let's take, I think I'm gonna take this little guy off. Because I'm gonna push this one down, so I'm just gonna take that off right there. Put this one right here. And get a little bit of, remember these are cutting, so that's why I'm not watering the arrangement after. I'm just gonna put that in there like that. I do kind of want it to sit low because it's gonna be on a table. So I want all the sides to look nice and pretty. I actually might turn it around to face kind of out more. Kind of like that. And then I'll add this little guy. This is in full sun, so it gets like the red tips. On this one here. And then I have my an aeonium here that I'll pop in here as well. Just like that. That's basically what I'm gonna add to the arrangement. I could add more and fill it, but I kind of want those to be like they're really pretty, so I don't want to add too much to take over. So now I'm gonna take my tweezers and add some moss in between these little holes. So instead of like adding top dressing, I'm gonna take my tweezers and add moss to fill in the little holes where you see soil. So actually, let me pop this out real quick. This here. And that's what I could even just hold it in my hand and push it on in. And then take this guy and put him there. So the tweezers help with like getting into small spaces. This can get messy with all the moss, but it's fun. It's a fun little project to do. Even with kids or just a little project, it's fun. So I'm just going around and covering the soil right now. I don't want to see the soil. I'm going here and get my in here. Hope you can see everything well. Just give it a good push down. This you can replace. Just like that. We need some soil here. Moss. So I'm gonna go ahead and push this a little bit and then try to add this here. Just like that. Move this up a little bit. Kind of placing it in there, pushing it down. Nothing to it. You just gotta add it wherever you see the soil. Just how you would do like top dressing. I think seeing the moss is nicer than seeing soil, so. Okay. Now, of course, I have my little sedum that I'm gonna put in here. I'm gonna put it in. I'm not gonna really have anything hanging because it's gonna be on a table. So let me clean this up and then I'll show you me adding these in. Alrighty, here we go. So I don't even need to open the top. So I'm just gonna go around with my little tweezers. This one already has a little kind of air root growing. Hope you can see it. It's a very light. So I'm gonna take it, oops, and just give them a little pop in there. You can do this with any type of sedum. I'm just going around to my general areas first, and then I'll go on and refill too. Just a little pop of color in the moss here. So I'm going to push this in, push this down. You can always play with the moss if you don't like the way it looks. I like these because they are curved, so you could just like hold like that, hold the plant like that, and just kind of like place it in there. Just going around like this. When I set them in there, I'm just kind of holding it here so I could pull the tweezers out. There's leaves here. You can see what I'm doing.
Cool. Maybe a happy napper for me. You know what? A happy napper is like a little stuffed animal, but it turns into a bed.
Ooh, cool, babe.
Uh-huh. Can you get me that?
Sure.
You got a pull on your feet, and there's a little zipper that zips up the blanket for you if you want to go to sleep or if you want to have a blanket on you.
Cool, dude. Okay, now I'm gonna go around and add some more wherever I kind of decide to. I think it's looking really cute. Some more in the front here. Sorry if it's out of shot there. I just really enjoy doing bird cages lately. That's why I'm like, I need to add it to my shop, so if people don't have the supplies or they're not going out, they can just order it and make it. Everything's in there. Except for the soil, if you want to add the soil. Just take from what you have at your house. Yeah, super easy. Let me just move this down right here. Give this girl a push. Just see some soil here, so I kind of want to move the moss closer here. I don't mind if you could see a little bit tiny little pieces. This is going to be in the shade. It's under a patio area, so it's not going to get any direct sunlight, which is good for hanging baskets, especially the ones in moss. I'm sorry, bird cages. What, baby?
What does soul mean?
Soul?
Uh-huh.
What was it? How was it said in the story?
It says where the pet food is sold.
Sold.
What does that mean?
Like if you go to the store and you buy something, if something is sold there.
Like, what does that mean?
Like they sell it there. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like where your toys, where you buy your toys, toys are sold at Target. They're just, you can buy them from there. All right, now I'm gonna go around and just kind of clean up the little edges here. If I see some moss that's like popping out and I just kind of want to give it a trim or pull it out, do that. Almost like giving a haircut. I don't know if any of you have tried during this quarantine to give a haircut. I was gonna do it for my son, but we were too scared because his birthday's coming up and we don't want him to be bald. So I stopped and we're just waiting. I just trimmed like around his like neck area, but I was too nervous to do any more than that. I want to add a sedum here. Let me get another one. Just like that. I like it kind of hanging out a little bit, not too much though. Push it in a little bit more. That's good. Basically, whatever, however you kind of want it, just go with the flow. It allows you to be creative. That's why I love making these so much. Just you can be creative with it, just like with any kind of succulent arrangements. You get really creative and just let your creative juices flow. Okay, so let me continue going around and cleaning it up a little bit. Just like this, I can just trim. Just like that. And then I'll do this. If it's a lot, you could just give it a little push in there. Like that. Alright, let me go hang it up and then I will show you how it looks. Alright, so here she is. Sorry about the lighting, it's a little funky. This cage is so gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love how it came out so pretty, simple. Everything will grow in nicely. I will definitely keep you posted on this. I will see you on the next video. Bye.